Hello, that plan you have that seems so perfect, that desire you have that looks so real and true, that deal you want to strike that looks 100% authentic may just not be the way of God. Do you know that we humans can have plans that are so perfect, and at the end of that plan, something will just come up and change everything? And the sons of men may think that you have lost your mind for not following that plan in which you put your whole heart into. But they don't know that scripture says, my ways are not your ways. My thoughts are not your thoughts. What is a way? A way is a path that leads you on a direction to a particular place you want to go to. And God is saying that way, that your way is not my way. That your thought is not my thought. Have you noticed that sometimes the kind of job you swore with your life that you will never work, that is what you are doing now for a living? Have you wondered that that particular lady you said nothing will make you marry her, she's now the mother of your children? Not because you made a mistake, but it is because that was God's path, that was God's thought, that was God's way for you. Luke 22 verse 42, Jesus said, yet not my will be done, but yours. We need to come to the place whereby we can tell Abba, Father, that Lord, this is my plan. These are my thoughts. But yet, not my will be done, but yours. If you and I don't come to that place where we let divinity meet humanity and we surrender our will and thoughts to his will, we are going to walk in a place that will lead us to a dead end. Do you know in the book of Job chapter 29, the Bible said there is a place that the eyes of the fowls of the bed have not seen. There is a path that the vultures have not passed through. There is a path that even the lions have not seen. How come that there is a place that birds have not seen? Birds, vultures, eagles, that they fly everywhere on earth. But God said there is a place that the fowls have not seen. The vultures have not seen. The lions have not even walked through. Which means there are plans God has for you that you don't know. So I want to encourage you to add this to your prayer points. When you are finished praying to God for a spouse, for finances, for a particular position, don't forget to conclude, just like Jesus did in Luke 22:42. Yet, not my will, but yours be done. So many of us have followed our own paths, and right now we are regretting. So many of us are even surprised to ourselves, and we are asking, how come I am here? I want you to accept your lot. Because the thoughts and the plans of man, God has allowed us to think and plan it. But the final outcome is in the hand of God. You can toss a die, but whether it will become a head or a tail is in the hand of God. So, dear humans, always ask God for his will. Sometimes the will of God may not make sense to you, but just trust the process. Even the foolishness of God is wiser than the wisdom of man. So God knows what he's doing. Oh, you don't understand. Did I have to lose this child at the 6th month of my pregnancy? I don't know. not supposed to lose. But maybe God saw that that child was going to kill you, maybe later on in life. I don't know, for one reason or the other. And the Lord decided to allow that happen. Who are we to question him when his foolishness is wiser than our wisdom? I want to encourage you. You that thinks that he did not perform what he said he was going to do. You that think that she did not keep her promises. It wasn't her fault. It wasn't his fault. Our times are in his hand. If we can learn to rest in God, if we can learn to give God the pieces of our lives so he can make them become a beautiful masterpiece, then we are going to have peace, sanity, tranquility in the land of the living. If Jesus could tell God, nevertheless, not my will but yours be done. As long as Jesus is our mentor, and the Bible said we should be like Christ, you also should also learn to pray and say, Father, not my will, but yours be done. So many persons have relocated from a particular community, from a particular place, and now they are regretting. So many persons have used ego to make sure they stand on their words, because they will say, I already said I would do this. If I don't do it, what will people say about me? And now their ego has been busted. They know they use shame, they chop shit. When you notice you are no longer on the path of God, don't listen to the shame or the words of men. Just make sure you make a U-turn. No matter how far you go on a wrong path, the only way to the right path is to make a U-turn. I don't care how long you have been on a wrong path. If you continue on that wrong path because you don't want to bust your pride or you don't want to displease people, at the end of the day, you are going to die the death of a fool. So, child of God, listen to the voice of the Father. Sit and hear the inner man and say, now, Lord, I surrender all to you. Everything I give to you. I'm withholding nothing. I'm withholding nothing. I surrender all to you. Everything I give to you. I'm withholding nothing. I'm withholding nothing. Withhold nothing. Come to God just the way you are. Tell him your plans. Say, Lord, I am ready for your will. My name is Aleladia. I am a messenger and an errand runner from Jesus to you. Once has the Lord spoken, twice you and I should know that power belongs unto God. I will definitely see you on top. Shalom.